Hi everyone. So I am a big fan of Costco clothing. I buy lots of clothes there all year round. I am lucky enough to live within an easy drive to maybe 4, 5, 6 different Costco's here in Southern California. So I'm there pretty frequently, maybe once or twice a week, just to browse and obviously to buy things too. And I also tend to buy a lot of things online from Costco, different clothing items. They have things online that they don't have available in store, and then they have online promotions sometimes where if you buy a certain number of items, you get a certain dollar amount off. Like if you buy 10 items, maybe you save $50, so that comes out to $5 off per item, which sometimes they do cost more online because of free shipping, but sometimes the free shipping can still be offset by the cheaper price if you're buying multiple items in one order. So today I just wanted to talk to anybody who'd been curious about the wool sweaters that Costco sells. They sell 2 different brands and I'm going to model them both. Just a little background on me, I tend to wear somewhere between a size large and extra large. Due to my shape, I'm a little bit on the shorter side, about 5'2", 5'3", and I am the kind of person who tends to carry most of my extra weight in my abdomen area, unfortunately. But just to give you an idea, so the shirts, how they fit me might fit you differently. Just gonna give you an idea because I did buy both sizes in several different colors of both brands that Costco sells, just so you can see how they fit on me in case you have a similar body type. It might end up being helpful for you. And then I'll let you know which one I ended up preferring between the 2 that they offer or what I plan to use them for. So I am wearing the red. It's hard to tell, but I'll come in a little closer. You can see it's kind of like this burgundy color right now, and it is this brand. Brand is called Katherine Barclay, right here. So the one I'm holding in my hand that I'm showing you is an extra large. The one I'm wearing is a large. So I'll try them both on so you can see. And this one, they did end up this year selling cashmere, but I'm showing you the wool ones for right now, as you can see, extra fine. So when you just hold it up like this, you can see that it's got a crew neck. Oops, I'll show you the brand again. You can see that it's a crew neck like this, as I'm wearing right here. Same exact shirt, just a different size. Back up a little bit. This is the extra large. And the bottom kind of down here just has that extra stitching you can see, and then kind of those fine little lines that you can see. The back just looks like this, pretty much exactly like the front, but without the crew neck. And so the one that I'm wearing right now is, like I said, it's a size large. As you can see, this one, if I want to wear something a little bit tighter, like if I'm going to wear this as an undershirt, under a sweater, under a jacket, I'm not really planning to wear this by myself or by itself, then this might be the size that I would choose for myself, because I tend to want looser fitting clothing. I don't really like to accentuate my flaws like most of us don't. And as I said before, unfortunately, I tend to hold some extra weight in my abdomen. So wearing a tighter shirt does not look good on me. So this is how the large looks. This is just me standing here like this. As you can see, doesn't really hide much. And then from behind, from the back, you can see, turn around, that one down. So like I said, not the most flattering in the world for me for this particular fit. So let me go try on the extra large and see how that one looks. Okay, so this is the exact same sweater that I was just showing before, but same color and everything. This is just the extra large versus the large. So you can already see that there's extra room in the sides. See how kind of droopy this is in the front versus the other one was pretty tight. And you can see in the arms, extra room. Get a little closer for you. Extra space, extra room in the arms. See how it's kind of a little bit baggier like that for me? Definitely extra space. Definitely not as form-fitting around the middle as the other one was. Kind of goes a little bit on the long side, as you can see. I'm wearing black pants obviously, but you can see it kind of goes down to my booty area. So this is how this one looks. It's got that same crew neck. Doesn't droop any more in the crew neck area than the other one did, but it has some more, like you can see, some obvious extra space right in here. Extra space. So extra baggy. So it's kind of tough between the 2 sizes for me. pros and cons to both. The other one might not be as flattering if I were to wear it by itself. This one is a little bit more flattering, but on the other hand, it kind of looks loose and baggy. You can kind of tell that the sleeves are pretty good length for me, being that I'm 5'2", 5'3". Stand back, you can see where the sleeves hit me here. I like that. I can kind of cover my palm like this, which I really like. So a little bit of extra space. This one would not bother me personally. Look at all that extra space back there. Because I like that looser fit. So it would just depend on what you prefer. I also have this in a couple of the other colors with the same thing. So I could just give you a little look through and you can see what you end up liking. And then I have the other brand that Costco sells, Seg'ments, which is definitely a form-fitting one. That's like a great undershirt, or for somebody who's very thin, it might be a great regular shirt, depending on your style. But let me show you some of the other colors for this Katherine Barclay one. All right, so this is the exact same shirt we were just talking about, Katherine Barclay wool. This is the 2022-2023 winter version of this, sold at Costco. This is their tan or oak kind of color, and this is size large for me. So you can kind of get a better idea. Like I said, I'm 5'2", 5'3". You can see where the sleeves kind of hit me down on my hand. You can see kind of the length. The large is definitely shorter. So it still goes down to my booty, but I feel like I'd be pulling it down a little bit more in the back than I would the other size. But a little bit form-fitting, a little bit sheer if you like that. You can kind of see through it a little bit, but I'm wearing a dark colored bra, so that doesn't bother me. It just depends on if it bothers you. But yeah, you can kind of see because I'm wearing black pants, kind of see through there too. So same thing, it's got that nice crew neck here. The sleeves look like this. It's a really nice material. Like it just feels very soft, very warm, very cozy. Like these retail for so much more at other places. I'll show you, this is what the bottom looks like. You can see it's kind of got that two-tone pattern. That's around the waist. So one more time, I'm just gonna spin this and then I'll try on the extra large. I have this in extra large also. This is the large. So not the most flattering in the whole world for me personally, but let's try on the other one. It's gonna be a bit bigger and looser and baggier. All right, so here's the extra large, just one more time. This is the one that I'm modeling here. This color, this size, 100% wool. So as you can see, still sheer, a bit sheer. Looser. This one is a less forgiving color than the black. Still goes down a little bit low here on the back side. Still has some good length for me at my height in the arms. So yeah, this is the very soft, very warm size extra large. All right, I also have this in another color because I buy a lot of clothes at Costco and wool sweaters are one of my favorite things. All right, so this is the same exact sweater. This is the teal color. I only have this in one size. This is an extra large. So I'll just do a little modeling for you. You can kind of see. Also a little bit sheer, also definitely a little bit baggier on me. You can see that in the back, very baggy in the back, but still a little bit tight in the front. Tighter, I guess I should say. But yeah, look how baggy that is in the back. Arms also, a little bit on the baggy side, but not bad. I still like this. I would still wear this by myself. Nice crew neck, nice length of the sleeves. All right, and then I have this in black in both sizes. I'll do a quick little try on for that and then we'll try the Segment ones. All right, so same exact sweater, Katherine Barclay. You can see this one is the black in size large for merino wool. You can see it, you can still see the collar, it's a little bit different, but it blends in a lot more with the black. Still a little bit sheer depending on the light, but I honestly would not call this a sheer shirt. I think it's just the lighting being in here with the camera and the natural lighting outside. I am wearing black pants, so it's a little bit harder to see the length here, but it's the same for all of them. This one's obviously more forgiving in terms of size and fit. I would definitely say that the black and the red are more forgiving in terms of size and fit. The teal and the tan or oatmeal colors, not very forgiving. So if you are somebody like me who does not want to accentuate anything in this region, down here, down in the back, then maybe those colors wouldn't be for you, or maybe sizing up would be the right thing to do. This one I would feel comfortable wearing just like this, especially under a sweatshirt, lounging around the house, going out somewhere. But if I really wanted to feel comfortable or just feel a lot looser in general, then I would definitely size up. So let me show you the extra large of the same one. Okay, so black, extra large, 100% wool. So this one is probably my favorite of every one that I've tried on so far. This one is the loosest, well, I mean, it's the same size, it's extra large as the other ones, but in terms of being not as sheer, in terms of hiding things that, like I said, I'm trying to hide a little bit more maybe, this would be the winner for me, 110%, yes. So, you can see a little bit better the length there. Depending on how you like it, maybe a little bit too baggy for some, like that. It's a little bit baggy up here. It's a little bit tighter down here at the waist. It's kind of got that cinch down here, as I was saying. And then plenty of extra space back here. A bit closer, you can see that. Look how much room there is in that back there. See that? But it's tight in the front. So who knows why it's designed that way. But super incredibly warm. So let me try on the other brand that Costco sells. It's called Seg'ments. I have that in 3 colors. I have teal, red, and black. So very similar color patterns as to what I just tried on. But you can see the difference in terms of how they fit, and I can explain maybe some of the functionality because both brands are 100% wool, merino wool at that. So let me just try on the other ones. So once again, last time, Katherine Barclay, extra large, 100% wool sweater in black. All right, so since I just tried on black from the other brand, thought we'd start with black with Segments. So let me show you what this is. This is what I'm modeling here right now. Segments, merino wool, size large, black. This comes off. This is just a little sticker, as you can see. But this is what that says. It's 100% marine washable fine wool. So since you saw the black, I'm starting with a large in this one. And the first thing that I will tell you is that the design is different. This one feels thinner. It feels like it was meant to be an undershirt. It doesn't feel like this is something that I would wear out to dinner at a restaurant in wintertime. The other brand does. It feels like a nice sweater that I would wear out to dinner, sit there at a table by myself, or I mean, not by myself, but without needing to have an overcoat or a sweatshirt over it. This one feels like an undershirt or a base layer, which is great because you could wear this under a sweatshirt with no intention of ever showing it to anybody. This is how I would personally wear this sweater. It feels thinner. It feels like it has less of the features than the other one does. You can see, I mean, they're both kind of sheer in a way. You see that right there, right? Yeah. Just showing it doesn't really have that same crew neck. Hard to really tell how sheer it is. The sleeves don't have anything fancy. They're just plain sleeves. And neither one of them have pockets or thumb holes, so that's nothing to consider. But they're very, very basic. I think they're actually called basics, or they should be. The base of this, nothing down here. Just a little bit sheer also, but nothing fancy, no pockets. Okay, so I'll show you this one. This one feels tighter. I'm not saying that it is tighter. I'm just saying that between the large and the other brand and the large and this brand, this one feels more form-fitting. Hence why, to me, it feels more like a base layer. But it's the same material, so they're both gonna be just as warm. This is not something that I personally would wear by itself out in public. I would wear this underneath something else, or maybe like a jacket over it and the jacket zipped to like in the middle here. Kind of hide all this area that I don't want to accentuate personally, which this one is pretty much accentuating. So I'll just do a little spin for you. Okay. And now I have this exact same one in extra large too, so we can see the difference. Okay, so same exact one in extra large. Let's see if I have the tag yet. Okay. This is what I'm modeling here right now. Black. I kept that same. Once again, this is just a sticker. This peels off. I just haven't taken the tags off yet, so that's why it's still on there. Okay, this one feels a little bit looser, but it still feels pretty tight. In the back, a little bit more space back there, as you can see. Definitely looser in the back, but same thing as the other one. Still holds tight in the front, at least for me. That's just the way my body is, so that's something I've gotten used to. This one is pretty long, which I love. So when I show the other colors, it'll be easier to see how long it is, but for here it goes down to about right here. And the sleeves. Once again, I'm 5'2", 5'3". Sleeves are a great length for me. I love it when it can be like in my palm like this, or obviously you could roll it up if you don't want it in your way. No thumb holes and no pockets, just a regular old base layer style t-shirt. Come up close again, you can see the sleeves. Just nice and thin, but 100% wool. So as thin as this may be, as thin as this may look, it is most certainly going to keep you warm. Okay, one more spin. All right, so let me try on the other colors. This is the Seg'ments brand from Costco. Right here, 100% wool, size large. Still has a sticker, still removable. So this one is definitely on the tighter side. This one will be easier to see the length on me. Not as long as the extra large, but still long enough. It still comes down like below my waist level, I would say. This is my hip bone right here, comes down below. Okay, definitely on the tighter side of things with how it fits. Do a little spin for you. Once again, I would personally wear this as a base layer, and that's why I bought both sizes. Depending on if I want to be extra warm and tuck this under something, maybe a little tighter on the top, this would be the one I would choose. But I also have this in an extra large if I am looking for something a little bit more casual, like to wear underneath a jacket or something. Okay. No frills, just a basic wool shirt. Beautiful, well made. I would buy it again in a heartbeat. All right, so I have two more of these. I have this in an extra large. I'm going to try on for comparison for this versus the other. And then I have a teal color in this exact same one, but I only have it in extra large. So let me try those on. So, Costco Seg'ments. Ooh, there we go. Merino wool extra large. So just so you can see how that one compared to the other one. Definitely a little bit looser. The biggest difference that I personally noticed between this one and the one I was just wearing, there's definitely more arm space. Like, look, you can definitely see the arm space being different. Pretty loose on the arms, which is good. I don't mind that. Loose up here, as you can see. Extra space up here. Still kind of tight here, but that's just my natural body, and that's just something I have to deal with. Kind of loose up here. Definitely loose. So if you're looking for that base layer fit, I would not recommend sizing up because it's going to have these different loose angles, loose areas. Back, a little bit looser too. Not too bad. But my favorite feature of the extra large versus the large on this particular one is the length. The length is extreme, which I personally love. I love it. Like, the length is something that would look good with leggings or jeans, but you don't have to worry about anything riding up anywhere. So let me just show you. So the other one I would say went to maybe about here. So it just, this one, I don't know if it actually has extra length to it, but it definitely feels like it does. Either it pulls down easier, stretches more, or it really is longer. I'm not sure which, but I love the length on this one. Love it. That's my favorite part. Do a little spin. Show you the length again. Come up close again. All right, so nice and thin, nice and beautiful. I'll just show you what the inside tag looks like. This is the large one, but it says Seg'ments, 100% merino wool. These are marine washable. I'm sorry, machine washable. All right, so one last one. I have the extra large in teal, and then we'll be done. So I really love this teal color. Personally, I like this teal color more than I love the teal color in the Katherine Barclay. That's just me. It's a little bit darker. I can show you the comparison too. Extra large, 100% merino wool, sticker that's removable. Again, I just haven't taken the tags off yet. So nothing fancy here. Nice length for me, even with my arms down, I'd say it goes about that far. Nice and thin, but warm. Very basic construction, absolutely beautiful. Something I could live in all winter long. And just the fact that these are in the $20-ish range, unbeatable price, unbeatable. I started buying these a few years ago and they were maybe like $16, $17, $18, maybe like 5 years ago. So I wish I had just gotten more then, honestly. It's the same sweater every year and I use them pretty lightly. I don't use them every single day, so I can make them last for a while versus if I use them every day, it might be different. So, okay, extra large. So let me just show you the two colors, this teal versus the teal from the Katherine Barclay. So you can see the colors are definitely different. This one is called teal blue, actually, the Katherine Barclay. I'll show you again. And it actually does say teal blue. But when you put the two colors side by side, personal preference, this one's more of like a sky blue type of color, and this one is more like a greenish blue type of color. This one might even be called green, I think, on the website. But just depending on what color you're looking for, if you were curious to know what they look like side by side, this is the side-by-side comparison of these two colors. Like this or like this. So, depending on what you're looking for. All right, so just a quick recap. The Seg'ments brand, the one I'm modeling here, definitely tighter fitting, definitely more of a base layer feel, like will definitely keep you warm. Something that I personally, with my body type, would wear only as a base shirt or an undershirt, not something that I would wear at a family member's house just in a shirt like this on the couch. That's just a personal preference. Nothing wrong with doing that, just a personal preference. The other brand, Katherine Barclay, like this one, in my opinion, this is something that I would wear to go out to a restaurant in. I'll just wear it by itself, like put it under a jacket, take the jacket off at the restaurant, sit at the booth or something like that, and then wear this sweater all by itself. This sweater, the Katherine Barclay, feels a little bit softer and feels a little bit thicker. Like I said, they're both 100% wool. They're both around the same price point, but this one is the one that I would wear all by itself going out. This is the one that I would wear as a base layer that I don't care if anybody ever sees. If it's a cold day and it needs to go on under a sweater and I'm not taking the sweater off, this is my go-to. So this is just a little recap of the two wool items that Costco sells. Yes, I do have the cashmere. If anybody's interested, I can show you the cashmere ones that they sold as well. They're gone now. That's why I'm not doing this on the video, because you can't buy them for the rest of this year. But I am also going to be posting a little video on the Pendleton jackets that they offer on Costco online. There's two different ones to see if anybody's interested. If you've been wondering what's the difference between the two, what do I prefer? I bought them both. So I have a lot of Costco clothing and I'd be happy to share for women different things that I've purchased and why I like one or another better and sizing and how it works for my body type. So I hope you enjoyed.